The science of mindfulness. In Buddhism, what does research say?
Have you ever felt like your mind is a web browser with dozens of tabs open at the same time? Work, emails, deadlines, messages, notifications. Everything keeps flooding in. And no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to control it all. You want to focus, but instead, your thoughts keep jumping from one thing to another, leaving you feeling drained and overwhelmed. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. We've all been there. But what if I told you that with just a small shift in the way you think, you could reduce stress, regain clarity, and feel more in control of your emotions? Sounds unbelievable? Then stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm about to share a simple yet powerful secret that can change the way you handle stress and emotions every single day. That secret is mindfulness, an ancient practice from Buddhism that has stood the test of time for thousands of years. And today, modern science has proven its ability to rewire the brain, improve mental well-being, and help you live a calmer, happier life. The best part? You don't need complicated techniques or a complete lifestyle change. Just understanding and applying mindfulness correctly can make an instant difference. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. What is the biggest source of stress in your life right now? Have you ever tried mindfulness or other relaxation techniques but struggled to make them work? Drop a comment below and share your experience, because your story could help someone else feel understood and find their own path to peace. Now, let's begin and uncover the power of mindfulness, your key to finding peace amidst the chaos. What is mindfulness? As simple as drinking tea. One afternoon, Anna sat by her kitchen window with a warm cup of tea in her hands. She had just finished a long day of work, but instead of enjoying the peaceful moment, her mind was racing, worrying about tomorrow's meetings, replaying a mistake she made last week, and planning dinner all at once. She took a sip of tea, but barely noticed its taste. It was as if she was drinking out of habit, her body present but her mind elsewhere. Suddenly, she remembered a story she had once read about the Buddha. One day, a disciple asked him, "What is the secret to happiness?" The Buddha simply smiled and said, "When you walk, know that you are walking. When you eat, know that you are eating. When you breathe, know that you are breathing." It sounded so simple, yet Anna realized that she rarely experienced life this way. She was always thinking ahead or dwelling on the past, but never truly present in the moment. She decided to try something new. She placed the cup of tea down and took a deep breath. She wrapped her hands around the warm ceramic mug, feeling its smooth texture. She lifted it slowly, inhaling the rich aroma before taking a sip. This time, she tasted the subtle bitterness, the floral undertones, and the comforting warmth spreading through her body. For the first time in a long while, she was fully present. Mindfulness is the practice of being aware of the present moment. Without judgment, we often live on autopilot, performing daily tasks without truly experiencing them. Have you ever walked a familiar route and arrived at your destination without remembering the journey? Have you ever eaten a meal while scrolling through your phone, barely noticing the taste? This happens because our minds constantly drift, reliving the past or worrying about the future. Bringing mindfulness into daily life doesn't require major changes. It starts with simple actions. When eating, focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of the food. When walking, feel each step, the movement of your muscles. the sensation of the ground beneath your feet. When listening to someone, give them your full attention, rather than thinking about how to respond. Anna began practicing mindfulness daily, paying attention to the little things, like the rhythm of her breath or the sensation of the sun on her skin. She noticed a difference. Her thoughts became clearer, her stress levels dropped, and she felt a deep sense of peace she had never experienced before. Mindfulness doesn't mean ignoring the past or neglecting the future. It means appreciating each moment as it unfolds. The secret to happiness isn't about changing your life, it's about changing how you experience it. And sometimes, all it takes is fully tasting your cup of tea. The science of mindfulness, how your brain changes. In recent years, scientists have conducted extensive research on the impact of mindfulness on the brain, revealing fascinating insights into how this practice can reshape neural pathways and enhance mental well-being. One of the most compelling discoveries is its ability to reduce stress. A study from Harvard University found that after just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice, the amygdala, the brain's center for processing stress and fear, physically shrinks. This structural change correlates with decreased anxiety and a more balanced emotional state. The reason behind this transformation is the reduction in the brain's overactive stress response, allowing individuals to respond to challenges with greater calmness rather than impulsive reactivity. Mindfulness also enhances focus and cognitive efficiency. A study conducted at the University of California demonstrated that regular mindfulness practice strengthens the brain's ability to concentrate, much like physical exercise strengthens muscles. This improvement is linked to increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and self-control. When we practice mindfulness, we train the brain to sustain attention on the present moment, reducing mind wandering and distractions. This shift results in improved productivity, better memory retention, and an overall heightened sense of awareness in daily life. Another remarkable benefit is mindfulness's role in slowing brain aging. Neuroscientific research has shown that individuals who meditate regularly have brains that appear 7 to 10 years younger than their actual age. This is due to the preservation of gray matter, which typically declines with age. Gray matter is essential for processing information, emotional regulation, and memory function. By protecting this crucial brain tissue, mindfulness helps maintain cognitive function and reduces the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. This means that mindfulness is not just a tool for emotional well-being but also a powerful method for long-term brain health and longevity. The underlying mechanism behind these benefits lies in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and adapt. Mindfulness practice strengthens neural pathways that support emotional resilience, focus, and well-being while weakening the circuits associated with stress and negativity. Functional MRI scans reveal that experienced meditators exhibit higher connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and other areas of the brain, leading to more effective emotional regulation and decision-making. Mindfulness is not a mystical concept but a scientifically backed method for transforming the brain and enhancing mental clarity. By rewiring the brain for calmness, focus, and longevity, mindfulness offers a practical, accessible way to cultivate a healthier, more balanced life. The brain is constantly evolving, and with mindfulness, You can actively shape its growth in ways that support both present and long-term well-being. While these scientific findings are impressive, the question remains: how can you start integrating mindfulness into daily life? You don't have to climb a mountain or join a monastery to practice mindfulness. Start with 3 simple methods. 1. Breathe like a monk. There is a well-known story about the Zen master Ajahn Chah. One day, a disciple approached him and asked, "Master, I want to meditate, but my mind keeps wandering. What should I do?" Ajahn Chah simply smiled and replied, "Just sit down, breathe, and observe your breath. When you realize that your mind is wandering, that itself is meditation." This teaching reflects the essence of mindful breathing, an ancient yet powerful practice that anchors awareness in the present moment. The breath is always with us, yet we often take it for granted. By consciously observing it, we create a direct path to calmness and clarity. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You don't need special techniques or extensive training. Just breathe in and be fully aware that you are inhaling. Breathe out and know that you are exhaling. Scientific research supports the benefits of mindful breathing. Studies show that when we focus on the breath, the parasympathetic nervous system activates, promoting relaxation and reducing stress. This shift lowers cortisol levels, slows heart rate, and brings a sense of balance to the body. Moreover, mindfulness meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for self-awareness and emotional regulation. This means that regularly practicing mindful breathing enhances focus, improves emotional resilience, and fosters a greater sense of well-being. However, the challenge is not in breathing itself but in maintaining awareness. The mind naturally wanders, jumping from past regrets to future worries. But instead of resisting these thoughts, mindfulness teaches us to acknowledge and gently return to the breath. Each time you notice your mind drifting and bring your attention back, you are strengthening your ability to focus. To experience this, try a simple exercise. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale, and know that you are breathing in. Slowly exhale and be aware of the breath leaving your body. Do this for just 1 minute. You may notice thoughts arising, but that's okay. Each time you bring yourself back to the breath, you are practicing mindfulness. This is the secret of breathing like a Zen master, not controlling the breath, but becoming fully aware of it. The more you practice, the more you cultivate inner peace, clarity, and presence. 2. Eat a bite. Savor the universe. The act of eating is often reduced to a mindless routine, overshadowed by distractions like scrolling through a phone or thinking about the next task. However, when approached with mindfulness, eating transforms into a rich sensory experience, connecting us deeply to the present moment. The next time you eat, try slowing down. Observe the colors and arrangement of the food on your plate. As you take a bite, notice the texture, the crispness of a fresh vegetable, the creaminess of a sauce, or the tenderness of cooked grains. Pay attention to the temperature, the way it changes as it moves across your tongue, and how different flavors unfold: sweet, sour, bitter, salty, or umami. By fully engaging with the act of eating, you become aware of the complexity behind each meal. Every bite carries the effort of countless hands, the farmers who grew the ingredients, the workers who harvested them, the cooks who prepared them. In this simple moment of eating, you are connected to the entire universe. This practice of mindful eating has profound benefits. Studies show that eating with awareness improves digestion, reduces overeating, and enhances the overall enjoyment of food. When you slow down and chew deliberately, your body has time to release the necessary digestive enzymes, allowing for better nutrient absorption. Mindful eating also strengthens the connection between body and mind. Instead of eating out of habit or emotional triggers, you begin to recognize hunger and fullness cues more accurately. This creates a healthier relationship with food, one that is based on nourishment rather than impulse. Eating is not just a necessity but an opportunity to cultivate gratitude, presence, and appreciation. When you take one bite with full awareness, you don't just taste the food, you experience the entire universe in it. 3. Turn off autopilot mode. The brain's autopilot mode is a survival mechanism that allows us to perform routine tasks without conscious thought. While this can be efficient, it also causes us to move through life without fully experiencing it. Have you ever driven to work only to realize you don't remember most of the journey? This happens because your brain has switched to autopilot, focusing on past thoughts or future concerns instead of the present moment. While useful for efficiency, this mental habit can make life feel repetitive and dull, preventing us from truly appreciating our experiences. Breaking free from autopilot mode begins with mindful awareness. Instead of rushing through daily activities unconsciously, bring full attention to what you are doing. When walking, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the sights and sounds around you. When washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water, the texture of the soap bubbles, and the motion of your hands. Even something as simple as brushing your teeth can become a moment of mindfulness. Pay attention to the taste of the toothpaste, the movement of the brush, and the feeling of freshness afterward. Scientific studies suggest that practicing mindfulness improves focus, reduces stress, and increases overall well-being. Engaging in daily activities with awareness strengthens neural connections in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for attention and emotional regulation. This shift not only enhances productivity but also deepens our appreciation for life's small moments. By turning off autopilot mode, we reclaim the richness of everyday experiences. Instead of rushing through tasks mindlessly, we begin to notice life's details, the scent of morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of a loved one. Each moment becomes an opportunity for presence, making life more meaningful. Conclusion: a new life awaits you. Practicing mindfulness isn't something out of reach. Just 1 minute of breathing, one mindful meal, one moment of presence, and you've already started transforming yourself. So why not start today? You can begin right now. Just pause, take a deep breath, and feel this very moment. What do you think about mindfulness? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating content. Thank you for watching.